Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co., and this is Where Are They Now for November of 2025. We'll be taking a look at the games I played for the first time in November of 2024 and November of 2020. Do you want, no, stay. Watch, what if I do this? There we go. That's like gotta be the best. Look in here, go in here. This is like the best. It's a box. I literally gave you a game box. I came prepared. We'll see what he does. Anyways, this is Where Are They Now for November of 2025. We'll be taking a look at the games I played in 2024 and 2020 and talking about them in 4 categories. The games that I didn't like, the games that I liked but didn't feel the need to keep, the games that I kept and then they left, and the games that I kept and are still here. That's 4 different categories we'll be going over. We'll be starting with 2024, where We'll be starting with 2024, where there fortunately are no games in the category of games that I didn't like. There were none. It worked. There were no games in that particular category. Again, didn't like doesn't mean like I actively didn't like them. It means like they're like, I just never would have even entertained or ruled of keeping them. They're just not for me. For that category, there are none in 2024. There are a bunch in the category of games that I liked but didn't feel the need to keep. There's Adulthood, which is a very fun game from Otherwise Games of trying to like build out and chart your journey. Very charming, very relatable, really enjoyed it. A little on the lighter side for me, not necessarily for me long term. Similarly, there's a party game Salami, which was very fun. It worked for a minute. There's a party game called Salami that was very fun over. Oh no, don't do it. I know, I'm sorry for being distracted over here. What's happening right now? Let's give me a second here. Here, we got you. We're gonna go over here, and there you go. Okay, so what's happening there is he has a little sibling in a thingy that sometimes likes to jump there when she's in there, and that can hurt. Well, I assume it hurts her. Who knows? Anyways, then there's Salami. Salami is a game from Arcade Studios. That is a fun little party game. It's fun. I enjoyed it. Not a game that I'd keep long term because I mean, I guess there are kinds of games like that I do keep, but Salami is not one that I needed to. There's Mighty Shot, also on the lighter side, a little bit of flicking game. I'd rather just play Kraken. It's a flicking game with like heroes, so it kind of has this balance of like you like adventure and heroes and building up your little like army, but then it's flicking to assign damage. I'd rather just play Kraken. In this case, and not necessarily true for everyone. Like what's that game from Awakened Realms Light? Oh my gosh, there's a flicking game. Oh my, what's that flicking game called from Awakened Realms Light? It's relatively popular, but I can't remember the name of it. You all know what it is. There's a flicking game. People like it. But for me, in both cases, I'd rather just play Kraken. Then there's Revenant from, oh my gosh, Revenant is from Mind Clash. I enjoyed Revenant. I think that I didn't love it. I liked it a lot. I didn't love it. I'm open to the fact that it might also have changed. I know the prototype had some issues that they were already aware of and were fixing, but overall I still enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 to 5, even in its current state. But it's one. Actually, I think I was tentative from my review, if I recall correctly. I think I said if they can fix the balance issues, it'll be a 4 to 5. But I do like it. Games like that, I almost need them to be a 4.5 at this point to realistically have a shot at staying around. And then lastly, there was Mistborn, the deck building game, also from Otherwise. I enjoyed Mistborn deck building game, but I would rather play Star Realms. That's ultimately what it comes down to. I felt it was a little bit more fiddly than what I would like. It's from John D. Clare, who usually puts out fantastic designs for that. Well, he puts out a lot of designs. Some are fantastic for me, some less so. In the case of Mistborn, it was less so for me. I felt it was fiddly for the sake of being different, as opposed to different and good, if that makes sense. It looked like they were trying to utilize the system, which worked well, but it felt fiddly. And then from there, in the category of games that I kept and didn't left, I again have none, which I like to see. I don't mind the fact that 5 years later, things will change, but a year later, I'm trying to be more selective of what I take, only for it to leave within the next year. So no games in the category of games I kept that then left, within the past year. But in the category of games I kept, there are still a bunch. There's Clans of Caledonia, which I just got the new big box version of it, but Clans of Caledonia is fantastic. I only discovered it a year ago. I played it because of the new crowdfunding campaign, and oh my gosh, is it so good. Like, there are some games that make my heart sing. Clans of Caledonia in November was one of them. It was one of my 5 out of 5s from last year. There's a Morrison Game Factory, which technically left. Depends how you count this one. Morrison Game Factory is it's a escape room style game, so there's really no point playing it again. I'm putting it in this category of games that I kept because, yes, it left because it had to leave, but I would 100%, if I could like reset my memory and play it again, I would do so in a heartbeat. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's a game that I want to share and gift to people in as many ways as possible. I think it's an emotional journey that also has great gameplay at the same time. Then there's Kingdom Legacy. It's also a legacy game. This one I'm actually in the middle of my second time playing it, so it's still here, but next time it won't be. But I played through Kingdom Legacy, and now I'm playing through it a second time because because why not? There's also expansions. I haven't dove into those yet, but I overall enjoy it. It's a solo legacy game. Great for when you have 5-10 minutes and just want to play through a few rounds. Great for like travel and airplanes and things like that. Overall, a very solid game if you can get past the bad AI artwork. Then there's Vestige. Vestige is not technically here, but once Vestige arrives, Vestige I don't know where it'll stand, by the way, long term, because there's things I like better. Vestige is basically Vindication Mini. And there's things I like better about Vestige, and there's things I like better about Vindication. I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to own one or both, or, well, it's definitely not going to be neither, but one or both is where I'm at, and I won't know for a bit until it actually shows up and I get more opportunities to dive into it and play. So for right now, I'm putting it in the kept category. It may or may not be here in 5 years. Vindication or Vestige almost certainly will be, but which one, I don't quite know. And then Avalon, the Riven Veil, it's not here yet, so again, those are always tricky to put in this category, but Avalon, the Riven Veil, love the prototype, excited for the final game, and it would still be here, it just hasn't shown up yet. As far as that kind of covers 2024, which means we go to 2020 now. In 2020, we have a bunch of things, but starting off with the category of games that I didn't like, again, none. Which, by the way, might be the first time I've done this series where in both categories, like, there's nothing that I didn't like. There were no games that I was like, wow, that was just like a miss for me. And usually there are a bunch. Like, there's lots of games I enjoy, and then there's games that I don't enjoy. I don't think they're terrible, but I just didn't enjoy them a lot. And there's nothing in either year right now. In the category of games that I liked but didn't feel the need to keep, there are a bunch. There was Mission Catastrophe, which I had fun playing it, but it is very semi-co-op, and it has the problems that semi-co-op comes with. There's also Cosmic Colonies, which was like a polyomino game from, oh my gosh, it's from the people who do, people who do Sagrada, I believe, Floodgate. Floodgate Games did Cosmic Colonies. It's a fun polyomino game. It just didn't do anything amazing. It was just a good game, not a great game. There was Scooby the board game from Simon. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, but it's not an amazing experience. It's a fun cooperative game session. There's some fun little things about it, but I just don't think it's a game that I will feel the need to pick or keep over other better games, but it is a fun experience. Then there's Shogun No Katana. This is also a pretty solid one. Played the prototype, took a long time for it to deliver, but Shogun No Katana is a fun Euro game that has lots of optimization. My biggest issue with it is it's a little too tight in terms of that feeling of being able to get things done, just a little tighter than I ideally would like. And then lastly, there's The Few and the Cursed from Rock Manor Games, I believe. The Few and the Cursed is a fun deck building adventure, a little open world sandboxy, not really sandbox open world, but a little sandbox open world. And you're basically building a deck and then going head to head with things. So like I enjoyed it. I wasn't blown away by it. I did like it. It's one of those games I kind of do want to keep, but I have limited time. I have limited time to play everything, so it's not one that I held on to. In the category of games that I kept and then left, this was 5 years ago, but there are a lot. This is actually one of the biggest sections I've ever seen in games that I kept and then left from like a single month. We have Nova Luna. Nova Luna, a great game, part of the, there's a series of games. There's Nova Luna, there's not Sagrada, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on all the names. There's Nova Luna, there's Patchwork, Sagani. Nova Luna for a long time was my favorite in that series. Now my new one is actually one that's not by the same designer. It's not by Rosenberg, but I like Ink a lot. Ink is currently my favorite, very much inspired by that game design, and that's my current favorite. But Nova Luna stuck around for a long time before eventually going. There was For Glory, a two-player deck-building gladiatorial game. Very unique. Excellent deck building, excellent two-player experience, excellent gladiatorial combat. Had it for a long time before eventually moving on from it. There was For Humours. For Humours is a game I always liked the idea of more than the gameplay. It's very charming, it's very different. I think the main thing that hooked me was it's charming and it feels different than other things I have. It's a game that basically relies on the prisoner's dilemma to give you that experience, and overall it does a very good job doing so. This is one of those many casualties to the fact that I just can't keep everything over time. Similarly, Feed the Kraken is a great game that I found that my group stopped playing hidden role games quite as much, and so Feed the Kraken is simultaneously an excellent gaming experience and one that I just don't feel the need to continuously play. Meaning, that's not true. I said that poorly. It's an excellent gaming experience, and one that doesn't hit the table because my group rarely plays Hidden Role. Like, at this point, I'm down to Quest and One Night Ultimate Werewolf, which will stick around for a long time, partially out of nostalgia, partially the small box size, but I like to have Hidden Role for when I do want to play it, or for when my group wants to play it, but Feed the Kraken was a big box experience that wasn't getting tabled, despite my desire to table it. It doesn't help that this is one of those games that kind of happened during COVID, so like my group kind of never opened up fully post-COVID, so it was a victim of COVID in many ways. There's Deus. Deus is a game that's been in and out of my collection, but currently it's out, and I think for the last time. I like Deus a lot. I think I've played out the concept of it enough times that I've seen what the game has to offer, and I enjoy it. I think it's great. If I recall correctly, it's on Board Game Arena. If it is, I will happily play it more there. Is it on Board Game Arena? I don't remember now. I think it might be. But I like Deus. Ultimately, the main thing is I like Deus. I enjoy it. I think it's a very good game. I've had a lot of fun with it over the years, to the point that I've gotten it 3 times, and eventually I decided that each time I got rid of it, I understand why I got rid of it. But it's a very unique game and very well done. There's Cthulhu Wars, an excellent area control game that is very well rated, very well loved. For me, I always liked it a lot and fell just shy of loving it as much as my other area control games. So I had it for a while, played it probably like 10 times, really enjoyed it a lot. I think people love this game. It's a good game. It's a very good game. It's a very good game. It's not even a good game. It's a very good game. I like other area control games better. And then lastly, there's Obsession. Obsession is one that I really enjoyed when I first played it, and I kept trying to play it more to like see where it landed for me. It is one that I haven't really played all the expansions, so maybe expansions would change my mind. Ultimately, I think Obsession is a very unique worker placement deck building game. It kind of was worker placement deck building before it got popularized by Endless Winter, Arnak, and Dune Imperium. But it's very unique in the way it works. Ultimately, I've enjoyed every play I've had of Obsession, but after a few plays, again, I haven't played the expansion, so that might have changed things. I felt like I had gotten enough out of the game after playing it like 5-6 times. Like, it wasn't a game that I felt I needed to play it as much as I play. Like, when I play Endless Winter, Arnak, and Dune Imperium, I play those games a lot. But Obsession is one that I played 5-6 times and then didn't feel the need to keep exploring. Which, again, caveat to the fact that expansions may have changed that if I had played them. That's basically the games that I kept and then left the collection. As far as the games that I kept that are still here, there are still a bunch over here. There's ISS Vanguard, which it's been there since I first played it. I think it's an excellent campaign game experience, with the caveat that I do not think it'll be here next year. Like, it's here right now. I don't think it's going to be surviving the campaign purge this year. I am being a lot more cutthroat about games that take hundreds of hours of your time, and ISS Vanguard, as good as it is a game that takes hundreds of hours of your time. There's Via Magica, which is basically like a bingo-style game that my kids love, and I have fun playing it. Like, it's a good time. It's a great kids game that my kids enjoy and that I enjoy as well. There's Dune Imperium. Speaking of Dune Imperium, it's still here. Technically, this is actually going because Dune Imperium Uprising is replacing it, but Dune Imperium as a concept or whatever it is, Dune Imperium, the game type, is still here. It's just being replaced by the newest iteration of it. There's Under Falling Skies, also still here. Been here since the first time I played it. Haven't really blinked as far as my, like, I've never once debated getting rid of it. It is such a good, fun solo game. I don't play it as much as I used to, but it's still a game that I pull out and play here and there when I just want a fun little solo, puzzly optimize your dice and take down the baddies experience. The little mini campaign in it certainly helps, gives you more variability, more things you can mix in. I'm starting to realize, now that as I say that here, I'm starting to, for the first time, I'm wondering if it is a forever game. I've played it so many times that I have kind of played out the puzzle. I'm realizing this. For the first time I'm saying this, I think I've played out the puzzle. It's still here for now. It's still here, but I'm realizing it might not be here next year. Do I get rid of it? Wow. This was not the moment I signed up for. I think sometimes when I get to a point with the game where I feel I've seen everything the game has to offer, I'm ready to move on from it. I think I've seen everything the game has to offer. It's still here for now. Next time we talk about this, it might not be. Which I actually don't have a next time, because I kind of have my 5-year check-in. I don't really have a 10-year check-in yet, but eventually I'll do 10-year check-ins. I just haven't been logging my plays for 10 years, so I don't even know what I've done for 10 years. So when we get to 2027, I can start doing 10-year check-ins. I think I started logging plays in 2017, maybe 2018. So 2027, 2028 is when we'll start doing 10-year check-ins on this video series. Anyways, that's that, which means to lastly we have, what I can't see, Stockpile. Stockpile is the last one, which I actually still have Stockpile, but I think that is another one that I'm probably getting rid of. So even in the games of category, even in the category games that are still here, ISS Vanguard is certainly leaving. Stockpile, I'm pretty sure is leaving, but I haven't totally decided yet. And Under Falling Skies may not be here next year. So it is, it's a brutal category. To be fair, I am filming this while doing my 2025 end of year purges, slowly but surely, and I'm making a lot of hard choices. I'm trying to get my collection down to 200 games. That's what I'm trying to do, with caveats. I'll explain the caveats later, but I'm trying to get my collection down to 200 games, and I'm still plenty away from that. In any case, and until next time, this is Where Are They Now, where I take a look to see how things are doing a year ago and 5 years ago. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.